Yo guys, I am an EA professional coach, and in today's video I want to show you guys and explain to you guys on how to defend like a pro. But first things first, we need to talk about 11 crucial settings you guys need to keep it on so your defending will be much more easier, and I'm going to explain why you need to keep it on this setting and why not the other setting. Let's get straight into it. Okay, the first setting, that's here, you guys need to keep it on directional. The reason why, when you clearing the ball out, you don't want the AI to do the work for you. You want to choose a direction with your left stick where the ball is going to go. Okay, so that's that. Then this here, there's no questions about it. If you want to become a high level player, you have to keep it on advanced defending. Advanced defending is for that shoulder tackles. When you're pressing X, your player performs a shoulder tackle. Let's say your opponent is here and your player is here, side to side. When you press X, he performs a shoulder tackle and he launches his body in to your opponent. Now with tactical defending, it doesn't do that. Don't listen to the creators who's talking about tactical defending and the pro coaches who's talking about tactical defending. Keep it on advanced defending. There's no questions about it. No ifs or buts, okay? Now, next one, pass block assistance. You want it on this here because why? When you want it on. When your opponent make a pass, he'll obviously block, okay? Now switching, auto switching. You always keep it on air balls and loose balls. There's no questions about it. Lot of pro players keep it on air balls and loose balls. Now auto switching move assistance, keep it on none. Right stick switching, you keep it on classical. It's recommended. All the pros keep it on classical. Okay, here's the big one. Right stick switching reference. This is the reference point from where will you switch next. This is highly important. Here, you must keep it on player relative. I recommend player relative because it's much more easier than ball relative. If you don't know about right stick switching, please check out my right stick switching video, what will be linked in the description. So keep it on player relative because why the player with the icon, this icon above your player's head, acts as a reference point from where you will switch next with your right stick. Now, ball relative, it's much more difficult. So keep it off ball relative. Player relative is the best. If you don't know how to use player relative, start practicing right now so you can become a high level player. Okay, this here, right stick switching sensitivity. I want you guys to play around with it. Keep it between 2 and 4. It's the best. I kept it on 2. I don't really like it, so I keep it on 4. So you guys can play around with it. Keep it on between 2 and 4. Don't listen. Some creators are saying to keep it on 0. Don't keep it on 0. Keep it on either 2 or 4 and see what works best for you. Okay, this here is highly important. Next player switching. This here is for your when you want to like L1 switch. Now, why I kept it on closest to ball. When you L1 switch, let's say your opponent is here and your player is here. Your opponent with the ball is here. Now, if you L1 switch, it will switch to the player closest to your opponent's ball holder, which is this player right here. So I hope you guys understand this. It's for L1/LB switching on Xbox. Next one, reaction time collaboration. Keep it off. This setting is not good. Everyone recommends keep it off. Okay, player lock. Okay, that for another topic. Okay, but look here, all of this here, you keep it off. Now, we're going to go to the other 2 crucial settings. Yo, but wait, if you guys are learning something so far, smash a like. It helps out with YouTube, with the algorithm to push this video to more other people who are struggling in this particular area. And also, turn on notifications and smash the subscribe button. Catch you on the other side. Okay, now guys, the last 2 important settings. After these 2 important settings, I'm going to explain about the play styles and also the jockey techniques, when to proceed them and when not to, certain jockey techniques, and also live gameplay examples later on in this video. Okay, the first setting is teammate contain. This is to indicate whom you second man pressing with. You press R1/RB on Xbox and a green icon will appear above your player's head of whom you second man pressing with to make you aware. Okay, then this one here, next player switch indicator. This here is to make you aware of who will you L1 switch next with. If you L1 switch, a yellow icon will appear above your player's head, just to make you aware. Okay, if you L1 switch now, you're going to switch with that player. Okay, now straight into the play styles, and I'll catch you guys later for the live gameplay examples, so you guys can learn something. Okay, cool. Guys, now let's talk about about the play styles. Okay, you guys need defenders with good play styles. Okay, the jockey for your CBs is a must, and then that's here the block. Also for your CBs, your center backs is a must. And as you can see, this player possess all the play styles. Intercept is also important. Anticipate for standing tackles is good. And then the slide tackle. Then last but not least, the bruiser. This is for the shoulder tackle. Try to get 2 CBs with the bruiser. And if you can afford Van Dijk, go and get him, guys. Anyway, now straight into the 4 jockey techniques. Okay, guys, now this is very important. This is about the 4 jockey techniques, when to proceed them and when not to. And I got the 5th bonus one. Okay, let's get straight into it. Okay, the first jockey technique, please watch my controller, is the accelerate and brake technique, which King Sunny called the gas and brake technique. This is where I learned it from. I learned it from King Sunny. Okay, this here is mainly for anticipation. Let's say your opponent want to play a pass that you run with R2 being the run button, and L2 being the brake button. You see, you run, R2, L2, brake. And this is mainly for anticipation. Okay? And to cut passing lanes. R2 run button, L2 brake button. Then you start to jockey. Okay? So that's the accelerate and brake technique. Then the other one, this is a slow jockey. It's mainly used inside a box and on 1v1 situations. You basically move, or you hold on L1, L2, and you move your left stick in motion. Pay attention here, use it. You move your left stick in circular motion like this here. Watch my left stick. You do not move your left stick like this here. Look here. See how my player is moving for the slow jockey. So you move in circular motion. Look how am I doing it. So please, when you're defending, circular motion, and in 1v1 situations and inside a box, you only use the slow jockey. Okay, so that's a slow jockey. Now let's talk about the fast jockey. The fast jockey, you mainly use it outside the box. Outside the box, and you use it. You hold down L2 and R2. Look, L2 and R2, the fast jockey. See, L2 and R2, and you move in circular motion. Don't use it outside the box. No, I mean inside the box, because you see, yes, hardly balance. Please watch my controllers if you guys want to, improve in this game, okay? So that's that technique. Another technique we're going to speak about is the tap technique. You hold on L2 and you press R2. This year I learned it from Dylan Banks. L2, then you press R2, and look how he's moving. Let's just get his ball out. See, L2, then you press R2. See how it is tapped there into him. So that's a tap technique. Another technique, it's similar to the gas and brake technique. Okay, you hold on L2 and R2, fast jockey, then you let go of R2, and look, it's just L2 alone. See, R2, L2, outside the box, let go of R2, L2, and look, I almost got a ball, but I never pressed the tackle button. R2, L2, see, and I depressed the tackle button. Okay, so the 5 jockey techniques, we got that clear. If you guys are learning something, you know what to do with that subscribe button. Smash the hell out of it. Smash a like, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, now straight into the live gameplay examples. You guys gonna see how I defend here, etc. The mistakes, all of that there. Let's get into it. See you on the other side. Okay guys, before we get into the live gameplay examples, I'm going to show you something on the technical board what's very, very crucial. Okay, look here. When your opponent is moving around with the ball, pay close attention to what I'm saying. Like let's say your opponent is facing this side here. Okay, and let's say one of his players are there. Then there's another player this side here. Okay, he's facing there. Then all of a sudden, you need to switch to this player here. Why? To cut the passing lane. But let's say you switch to him, then he moves, and then his body face in this direction. Then that means he wants to pass there. Then you need to quickly switch to this player here and try and block that passing lane. That's why I say it's all about anticipation, and where your opponent's body moves, that's where he's likely to make a pass. Must remember, when you're defending, your opponent is the ultimate weapon. You need to watch his body and where you think he's going to pass. So that's defending. That's what defending is all about, anticipation. You need to try and read your opponent. Another thing also, it all comes down to RS switching, right stick switching. Let me simplify it for you guys. This is not rocket science, because there's a lot of players year in, year out. They play the game, but they seem not to understand RS switching and L1 switching. What is RS switching? Let's say your opponent wants to play the ball all the way here. And let's say this player is here. Okay, he wants to play the ball all the way there. And you selected maybe this player here. If you're using player relative, you quickly need to flick your right stick in that direction to select this player here. So you can basically block your opponent from, playing the ball to that player. So that's RS switching. It's long distance switching. L1 switching, when you use L1 switching, like let's say your player is right here and opponent has the ball with this player here, and you feel as though your player is close in a desired position to get the ball, then you quickly L1 switch, and that will select the player closest to the ball. So it's not rocket science. It's not hard to understand. If you guys want to learn more about right stick switching, the video will be in the description. Okay, now straight into the live gameplay examples. Okay guys, let's get straight into the live gameplay examples here. Sorry guys, I have an issue with this clip. It's not turning into MP4 and that, so it's like basically corrupt a little bit. So I can't actually cut it. So I'm going to walk you guys through. Okay, that's a team I played. Okay, look here guys. What I want to say, when you're defending and when you, like basically when it's kickoff, I want you guys to use the offside trap. You press it on the top of your D-pad button there. And then when you use the offside trap is when your opponent is about to recycle a ball. Remember this here, it's all about timing. The moment you see your opponent make a pass backwards, use the offside trap. This will make all of your players push up in front. It's risky, but what Muhammad Ali said, without risk, you won't accomplish nothing. So time it. When your opponent's recycling the ball, use the offside trap. And when your opponent's giving you his back, time it and activate the offside trap so all of your players can push up. Okay, so that's one rule. Okay, now let's watch the way I defend here. Just watch my controller, please, the buttons, and also watch at my players' behaviors, the switching, everything. And we'll also go over my mistakes. Okay, look how I'm switching. I'm thinking what my opponent's going to do. I'm not just chasing after the ball. You see, I'm being passive and aggressive, applying pressure, going back. Look there, applying pressure on my opponent. I'm making sure I cut my opponent's passing lanes, I cut all these options. Watch, I'm trying not to give him a chance. Look, watch. Keeping him busy, applying pressure. See there, being a little bit passive, applying pressure. Look, applying pressure. I'm trying to keep him away. I'm not worried about the ball. See, because I want to say this here, guys. Look here. Let's say with this player here, I chase him all the way here and I go get the ball. I always say this to people, don't chase the ball. Instead, try to predict where the ball is going to go to. The only time is when you go after the ball. If your player's right here in front of your... If your player is right here in front of your opponent, then you know you can get a ball. That's when you be aggressive. In the meanwhile, you need to be passive and cut passing lanes. And remember, you're not only playing against one player against the pitch. There's other players he can pass to. You need to cover the other options. Think what your opponent's going to do. Look at the radar and look where is he going to pass to and where is he going to do the crosses and all of that. You don't just run after the ball. Let's say if I run after the ball, let's say this player is not there anymore. Okay, I ran after the ball. This player is here. What's going to happen right here? There's going to be space for the opponent to exploit. Like let's say this player run right here. He will get past him, do some kind of dribbling, and maybe pass to this opponent, this player here, and he'll have all of the space to exploit. So you see, it's not rocket science, guys. See, cutting passing lanes, trying to predict what my opponent's gonna be. But you see, in this instance, I'm being a little bit too passive. You guys mustn't be too passive. There, I managed to get a ball. Okay, let's see that. Okay, saved it. Okay, let's see how I defend this here. See, second man press. Second man press is highly important. You're killing two birds with one stone. You guys see, second man press is not hard to use. You press down the R1 button, and then you see a green icon will appear above your player's head. What that does, you're applying pressure on the ball holder. Then with a one player, you're covering passing lanes. You're covering passing lanes. Like let's say your opponent's one of his players are here. Then you cover passing lanes with this player here. So you're basically killing two birds with one stone. That's how you utilize second man press. Okay, watch, I'm not worried about the ball. Applying him a little pressure. Waiting for my opponent to make a move. Trying to predict. Just watch, I'm keeping him busy. I'm making life tough for him. I'm not giving him free, easy goals. He must work for his goals. I'm not giving him space. Because this is my territory. I'm protecting my block. There I managed to get a ball. Now also I want to say, this is not a attacking video, but you guys need to be also cautious when you guys have the ball in your area. You guys always need to go into the green grass. Don't think I'm talking about ganja now, about weed, but you guys need to go into the green grass and make the green grass your number one friend. And look, the empty space is your number one friend, because if you run into your opponent, he'll get the ball, then again you in trouble. He passed to this player, then etc. and he'll pass to the other players, then you in trouble. So make sure going to the green grass will be your best friend. See, I'm going back. I'm not rushing. It's not an attacking video, but I'm showing you how I'm building up so I don't put myself in problems with my defending. See, keeping the ball. Okay, let's go a little bit forward now. Sorry about us here, guys, but this clip has a problem. I think so, yeah, I lose the ball. Okay, I'm recycling there. Let's see how my opponent defend. Okay, good. Let's see now how I defend. As you can see also with the tactics, my players are a little bit behind, but I think so because I was awarded the corner. So just be mindful with your tactics. Don't have too much of attacking formation and, sending all your players up front. Make sure there's someone at the back here. Few players at the back to defend, because now look at the amount of space my opponent has to exploit. Remember, space for your opponent is king when he's attacking. So you need to make sure you don't give him the space needed. You guys need to protect that space. Now look, I'm in a little bit of danger here. Okay, I'm going back. Yeah, okay, look here. Big mistake also I'm making with second man press. Please watch my video. You don't ever want to select the player from the outside. Just imagine a car. This is the outside of my car. This is the inside of my car. See, when you select the player from the outside, and then you second man press, the player from the inside will second man press. Just think of something funny or whatever to remember. I don't care what it is. But look here, I'm making this mistake, and look, it's bringing this player out of position. And what is happening here? Space is opening up, guys. And who is there? This player here can just do a through ball. Boom, over him. Ball roll. Special goal like Anders Verdgang. Then I'm finished. Then I end up losing the game. But because he's not such a good opponent, he couldn't do that. Let's see how I defend here. You guys see anticipation. It's all about anticipation. Trying to think what the opponent's going to do. Then I managed to get a ball. Let's see how my opponent defend. Can you see? You don't want to do nonsense like us here. Look how he brought this player out of position. I can see he over-anticipate and he just pressed the tackle button. As you guys can see, you guys know that animation. You press the circle button and look. He never timed it properly. That's why I explained to you guys. If let's say your opponent, no wait, this is you here. Okay? That's you. And you close with your opponent who has the ball. That's when you go in for a tackle. That's when you be aggressive. Not when your opponent is far from you. Now look what happened. This player is out of position. Look, there's space to exploit here. If I'm fast enough, I can maybe trigger this player on a run. Wait a little bit. With this guy. Do an over-the-top through ball. Boom. Goal. He has all of this space here to exploit on a radar. I'm one-on-one with a goalie. And then I'm taxed for a moment. I finish my opponent. But I'm not taxed, so I was a little bit too slow there. Let's see how my opponent's defending here now. How is he switching? His anticipation not bad. Okay, switching good. Okay, let's see, I'm recycling. Let's see how we respond here. Switching not bad. Okay, good from my opponent. Let's see how I respond. A little bit bad from my opponent, but anyway, let's see how my opponent defended now. Okay, good with his switching. He's making sure he's looking at what I'm trying to do, where I'm passing to, and he's basically switching to that desired players, the right players, what he needs to switch to. It's a little bit difficult, but it's all about game sense, and game sense cannot be taught. You guys need to think and remember 2 plus 2 is not 4 in this game. Okay, let's see what my opponent's doing here. Okay, not bad from my opponent. We're also going to look through my opponent's mistakes. And also another thing I want to say, guys, defend in numbers. It's very important. Defend in numbers. That's why second man press is important also to utilize and learn how to use it. What I want to say also, what's very important, you see, like, let's say my opponent is running down the wing, okay? And let's say I'm chasing him from behind. I forgot to mention this in the technical board. When I'm chasing him from behind, he has all of the space to exploit. You see, because I'm chasing him from behind. Instead, I should basically, like if I'm here, instead I should run maybe like this here. Because then my opponent's running like this here. By the time I get here, I'm running here. See, this is a nice one, guys. By the time I'm running here, if my opponent want to exploit his team here, I mean, if you want to exploit the space here, I'll say to him, hello, and I'll run into the space. Does that make sense? You guys see, that's why I say run diagonally in this game when you're defending. Don't play like a headless chicken and run from behind and chase the ball like a headless chicken. Come on, guys. The pros don't play like us here. Come on. Okay, let's watch. Let's see what my opponent is doing. How am I defending? Okay, I'm waiting for him. Okay, he's holding on to the ball. He doesn't know what to do. You see why my opponent's taking so long? Because I'm frustrating the living hell from him. Again, guys, look at this mistake. Is this acceptable? Look what a stupid mistake from me. That's why I say with second man press, you guys need to use it in a mindful way. And don't just like a headless chicken, like a stupid, like what I did here. Hold down R2, the R1 button and just press second man press fully down. Look, it brought this player out of position. And look, who's there? My opponent, if he's a good player, can quickly do over top a through ball, pressing and holding on L1, triangle, gone, goal. My opponent, you know my opponent will have all of that space. So you see, these mistakes are here for you guys to see. Do not make the same mistakes what I'm making and my opponent. That's why as a professional coach, I'm here to teach you guys. See, again, with a second man press. But you see my opponent's a bit too slow. There he's keeping the ball. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys are learning something. Okay, let's see how I defend. Let's go and check the goals here out. How my opponent concede. Okay, let's see my build-up player. Okay, there I have the ball. Let's see how my opponent defend. And let's see the mistake. What led up to this goal? How my opponent conceded here. Okay, I'm going there. Okay, he's defending in numbers. You see also another thing. What happens with 99% of the bad players in the game. They expect the AI and the tactics to do work for them. And then they forget about manual switching and right stick switching. Like look here, he's defending in numbers, which is good. But look, he's applying pressure all on this player here. And what's happening here? Gaps are opening up. That's why I say with the 91 depth and 71 depth, it's good in a way. But also, there's a little bit of a risk. Because look at his space here. I'll just do some skills. Pass to him quickly. Think ahead. Say bang to him. Bang to him. Quickly, he has a space here. Then quickly before he receives the ball, trigger this player on a run. Or else maybe, like say bang to him. Bang to him. Bang. Goal. Boom. Free space. Try getting to this area. Bang. Goal. Pass to this player here. So you guys see. Look. And that's exactly what I did. I think so. Ball roll. We're waiting a little bit, trying to be unpredictable. Let's see how my opponent... Let's see if he goes in for the tackle. No, it looks like he never pressed the tackle button. You guys see, when it's time to be aggressive, you guys aren't aggressive. That's why passive and aggressive defending is hard to master. Same with boxing. You need to be passive in certain situations and you need to be aggressive. Because if you're all the time aggressive, your opponent's going to read you and your opponent's going to say lights out. And this is what happened here. Lights out. I put him to sleep. I hit him with a Mike Tyson knockout in the FIFA field. Goal. Because why? He got no knowledge on being passive and aggressive. Now let's see what I do here. Okay, let's check the other goal. I'm not going to play the whole video here. Okay, now let's see how I score here. Okay, it's kickoff. Let's see, is my opponent utilizing the offside trap? Let's see. Okay, it looks like he's utilizing it. But look what he's depending on his tactics, this player here. Look how much players are pushing forward and look at his space. Come on, he's a tactic king. You mustn't be tactic kings, guys. Know how to manual switch. Know how to be passive and aggressive. Know how to apply pressure. Don't depend on tactics and depth to do the work for you. And that's exactly what's happening with this player here. Let's see what he's switching. Okay, you see, he's relying too much on his tactics. I passed to that player there. Let's see, is he watching the other players? Look, over anticipation, what I said again about the tackle button. I spoke earlier. Can you see my opponent's mistake? See, earlier on, he made the same mistake, over anticipated. The time when I say when you guys need to be aggressive is when you're right in front of the ball holder. That's when you go in with a circle and you press it. Now he's over anticipating, leaving space here. These mistakes are too common with some players and they never ever improve. And some of them want to go pro, but they keep on making the same mistakes over and over. Over anticipate. Let's see, I go back. Okay, mistake from me there. Now, okay, it's a free kick. Let's see how I attack here and how the opponent defend. Okay, I got a ball with my Tweety. Let's see, is my opponent checking? This is very important. Hear me out, guys. And a lot of creators don't always talk about it. You guys need to check who's the most dangerous player in the field, where you will basically if your opponent will score with that player, you guys need to see who possesses the most danger on the field, who's the kingpin on the field, and who you need to mark, who's the most important player, the most dangerous player. See, I recycle there. Let's see my opponent, what he does here. Okay, he anticipated well. See, what I said, guys, about touching the green grass. That's why I say, it's not the attacking video, but as you can see here, what my opponent could have done to prevent this mistake. Let's just go back quickly. Okay, I recycle. So when he had a ball with Van Dijk, here he has a ball with Van Dijk. How much of space is here? See, there's little bit space. How much of space is this side? How much of players he can pass to? That's why I say peripheral vision, guys. It's important. While you have the ball here, you need to look with your eyes other places around. It's like when you're driving. You don't only look at one space. You look left, right, and as you're driving, you focus on the car and you focus on the distance. And also you look at your rearview mirror, your side mirrors, all of that there, so you don't meet up in accidents. Treat this game like you're driving a car in the game. And all of your cars are Ferraris. You won't want to damage your Ferraris at the end of the day. So this guy here, he wants to damage his Ferraris. Instead, he should have taken touch this side here and quickly pass to one of those players here. Instead, look what he does. Takes a little long. He's like holding the shield button. We all know in this game, tackles from behind always happen. I tackle him from behind. See, I'm second man pressing. That's why I say second man press is a good thing, guys. You see, I'm holding down the R1 button and I'm applying pressure with the other player. See? And then I managed to get a ball. All because of my opponent, the way he played. And that's what led up to the mistake, because why? He's not treating the game like he's driving cars at the end of the day. Pass to him. Bang. Goal. Couldn't stop that. You guys see? But also here, you guys are going to watch. I'm also a headless chicken for a moment in this game. I also end up conceding. So at the end of the day, learn from those guys, please. Let's just go. Let's fast forward. Okay, 1 goal. Let's see what was my mistake here. Okay? Let's see what led me to defend like a headless chicken for a while. Okay, let's see my anticipation. Okay, I'm applying pressure. I'm going back. Okay, I'm applying pressure with Lewandowski. Checking the other players out. Second man pressing. Let's see, am I checking the most dangerous player? Okay, I'm checking Thierry Henry. Passing to that player. See? Second man press. That's why I say it's not only my opponent, it's also me as well. See, when I'll explain again, please check out the second man press video. Look. Just look, I'm second man pressing with him and bringing this player out of position for Thierry Henry to get a nice free goal. Look, this is my CB. Why is my CB in this position? He's not the RB. Instead, my CB should be here. So you guys see with the second man press, what I did there. So please, please, please check my second man press video and do not make these kind of mistakes. There's no CB there. Let's see here how I defend. Did I switch in time? Let's just go back here quickly. Let's see the other side. Okay, pass to that player there. Am I bringing anyone out of position? Okay, I'm bringing him out of position, my 1 CB. See, when you bring one player out of position, especially for a long period of time, it messes up your structure of your defense. Because then the other players want to cover up for other positions where the other players never cover up. See how many players are free, okay? Let's see, okay, I switch to that player there. I switch in time. Where was this player here? Okay, now I switch for that player there. You see, that's why I say switching also in time is important. Look here. As he had a ball with him, that's why you see here, I'm not checking the most dangerous players what my opponent can pass to, where it will cause me danger and my opponent will come into my territory. Instead, while he had a ball with this player here, quickly, I should have switched to him and covered the space and second man press with this player. I know it sounds complicated, but if you're young, you can practice all of those things and become maybe world champion one day. See, never switch in time. You guys saw. was because I wasn't switching in time and my anticipation was actually poor. That's why I ended up conceding. Look, I switched to him the moment the ball goes in. So yeah, you guys see the mistakes? So please learn from it. Switch in time, anticipate, make sure anticipate in time so you guys don't make the same mistakes. Let's fast forward now. Not a goal he got. And this guy actually ended up winning me. I think so. Also because I was a little bit tired. So what I'll tell you guys, don't play when you're tired. But it's no excuses. I could have done better. Okay, let's see. My opponent's applying pressure on me. See here my opponent is using constant pressure, looks like. Okay, he passes there. Let's see how I consider this goal and how I could have prevented it. Pass to that player there. Okay, I switch in time. Let's see where's my right stick pointing. It's pointing like in this direction. That's how you guys see. It's pointing like in this direction. Instead I should point it in this one. That's why I say all what I'm trying to explain you guys will take you time. Okay, I switch there, which is right. But look at my player's body position. I can't get a ball. So you see, I never switch in time. I never anticipated right. That's how you guys see also in defending. It's important that you guys anticipate properly and you guys try and look what your opponent's going to do. So I ended up conceding here. Yeah, my opponent scored another goal and I think so I ended up losing this game. Let's just see from here how I defend. Okay, all of my players are the back now. I mean in the front now. I'm going back. I'm running with my Tweety, which is right. Checking that player there. Let's see. Okay, my opponent's recycling what I do there. Okay, switch there. I'm trying to defend this right. Trying to anticipate right. Okay, I'm chasing the runner. I'm covering the runner. Running with this player here. That's how you see, guys. There's you have to check your opponent's other players. But the thing is, what I could have do better here. Let's just go back at that mistake and look. Did I run diagonally? I don't think so. I ran diagonally. Okay, I'm running behind him. Instead, I should run like this here. Because then I'll be here. I'll be in this position. Right here. Okay. And my opponent, if he wants to exploit that space, I'll say hello to him. That's how you see the importance of running diagonally when you're defending. And it's not only by the wing. It's everywhere you guys need to run diagonally. I'm actually teaching myself something here also. Not only you guys. See the mistake because I never run diagonally. Now let's see how I anticipate. Second man press. See, never anticipate properly. My opponent ended up basically scoring here. In this game, I ended up losing. As you guys can see. Okay? Game is over. You guys saw how it's a loss. So yeah, guys, this wraps the end of this video. If you guys learned something, smash a like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. And yeah, guys, just remember with the defending, take it one step at a time. Have a game plan. What I suggest you guys should do. 2 days. There's 7 days in a week. 2 days in a week. You guys should have a game plan. And play in a certain way. Don't worry about winning. Don't worry about losing. Just worry about learning for those 2 days. And even the other days, don't worry about the results. Just worry about improving. Because the more you chase results, winning, the more you won't win nothing at the end of the day. So have a game plan for 2 days. Then the other 2 days or the other 3 days, just play proper gameplay and play from your subconscious mind. Yeah, anyways, guys, if you want to learn how to do this, skill moves and master skill moves, click on this video here. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.